Hello again everyone, I hope your training is going well throughout lockdown just now. We've been doing the Zoom circuit sessions for a few weeks now, so you'll all be getting the hang of the main exercises that we're doing. And we've started introducing the postural exercises that we do after the general circuits. So I've been asked to put together this video so I can show you some of the key aspects that you want to be thinking about for the 6 postural exercises that we will be doing. Now those 6 are the front plank, the right side hold, the left side hold, the rear hold, slow sit-ups and butterfly sit-ups. So those are the 6 exercises, or the 6 postural exercises that we will be doing, and I'm going to run through them now with you so that I can point out the key technical features you want to be thinking about. The first exercise is the front hold, or the plank as we all know it. The things you want to be thinking about here are obviously staying as straight as you possibly can, but also make sure you have the forearms and the hands on the ground when you are in the plank position. So from this angle it should look something like this. Hands on the ground, forearms on the ground, as straight as you can, facing down the way, and just holding it there. Now I think these exercises will be for about 20 or 30 seconds depending on your age group. So that is the plank from this angle, and we'll show you how it should look from the side as well. So what you're thinking about here really, apart from anything else, is keeping your backside level, so don't let it sink when you get tired down there, and it's also quite easy just to sort of do the position like that, which makes it too easy basically. So just try and make sure that you've got a really straight body for the entirety of that exercise. Okay, so on to the side holds. The first one we'll do is the right side hold. Fairly self-evident really. You'll be on your right side, but remember you'll have your left hand on your hip like this. You will hold yourself up quite nice and rigid with the forearm and the hand on the ground like this, and also with your feet, so this is the right side hold, you'll have your left foot on top of your right with the toe just touching the ground there on the mat. So you'll be holding it like this for the 30 seconds, and obviously just remember all the same principles for the left side hold. Obviously it's just the exact same but opposite. So again, forearm, hand on the ground, nice and straight, holding the body rigid, hand on the hip. And now, since I'm on the left, I've got my right foot on top with the toes touching the ground like that. So those are the 2 side holds. Next is the rear hold. Now this time you'll be starting on your back. Again, same principles apply, forearm and hands flat on the ground. What you also need to remember is to make sure that your toes are pointing up like this and not pointing out like that. So you want to keep them what's called dorsiflexed, which is when they're pointing up the way like that. So you lift yourself up, you've got your hands and your forearm on the ground, and you're just holding that rigid body position for the duration of the exercise, and trying not to let yourself sink to the ground. So just try and keep reminding yourself as you get a little bit more tired during this exercise to keep your body straight and to avoid letting your backside just drop onto the ground. Okay? So that is what you'll be looking for. Completely straight from head to toe. Okay, so the second last of our exercises are the slow sit-ups. Now we'll already know roughly what to do for this exercise, but there are a couple of things that you should be thinking about. So you just start in the normal position as you would, with your hands on your thighs like this, And the key thing to remember is to stay nice and square with the shoulders at the top, tall with the head, and a nice long and rigid spine. So it should look something like this. So you go up nice and tall and a straight line from the head all the way down. Okay, so you're coming up quite far at the top of the sit-up. The last of our exercises are the butterfly sit-ups. These are very similar to the slow sit-ups, but there are a couple of differences. So, instead of having your knees together, for the butterfly sit-ups you actually have your knees apart and your feet together. So you've got this gap here, and you'll lie down, make sure that you have your hands forward and they come through the gap between your knees. Again, same principle applies as with the slow sit-ups. You've got square shoulders and a tall head at the top of the exercise, and a long, straight spine. Square shoulders at the top, staying tall, and the arms going through the gap you've made with your knees.